What's going on, people? It's your boy Tots back again for another live review. Arsenal winning 3-0 away at Slavia Prague. Record breaking. 8 clean sheets equaling a club record. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But before I get into it, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. So yeah, let's get into the game. Obviously, Arsenal had a few more injury problems. No Martinelli, not until after the international break. No Victor Gyökeres injured in that Burnley game at the weekend. So we have to play Mikael Merino up front, man. And we've seen Mikael Merino, obviously, again, in midfield. I'm not the biggest fan. But up front, man, he gets goals. He does get goals, man. So, and in this game, it was no different. But before I get into it, let's get into the game. And also started a little bit slow. Very hostile kind of atmosphere. Good kind of atmosphere from the Slavia Prague fans and obviously the Arsenal fans as well. And very loud in the stadium. And yeah, Slavia Prague were working hard off the ball in the first 10 to 15 minutes. But then also started to get themselves into the game. A few shots from Saka that the keeper saved. Again, I did see a statistic saying Bukayo Saka is actually the first Arsenal player since 2003-04, since Opta began, to register 4 shots on target for Arsenal in one half of the Champions League. So that's what he was doing. And yeah, he was testing the keeper quite a few times, to be fair. And then we end up taking a corner, getting a corner from one of the, I think, the shots he saved, the keeper saved. And then the defender flicks it on with his head onto his hand for another corner. Now, at first, I just thought, yeah, we'll get in the corner. I'm happy with that. But then, obviously, the referee was told to check the VAR and ended up giving a penalty. Personally, I don't think it's a penalty. I think it's really, really harsh. The fact that you can see he gets a little bit of a touch with his head onto his hand means that obviously he's not intentionally trying to handball it, and he's trying to use his head and obviously using his hand to kind of probably put some more spring in his step when going up for the ball, because obviously it's in mid-air. So I think it's really, really harsh. But in the Champions League, these are the type of penalties they give, man. If he just hits your hand in the box, whether you mean it or not, whether you're looking at the ball or not, whether it's intentional or not, they just give it. Do you know what I'm saying? It happened to us last season when we had, I think it was Inter Milan. I think they gave it, was it handball? I think they gave handball for that. For Inter. We played Inter Milan, we lost 1-0. They gave a penalty for that, which, again, in the Premier League, you'd never get. And yeah, we got a penalty, and fair play to Saka. He dispatched it very, very well into the bottom corner. Fantastic penalty to make it 1-0. And I thought we did deserve it off the balance of play. Slavia Prague didn't make Ray make a save at all in that first half. Just a couple of shots that went wide. That was it, really. And yeah, Arsenal going to the break 1-0 up at half time. And obviously at halftime, I'm just thinking, just don't get any injuries and maybe get another goal to kind of secure the victory and keep a clean sheet if you can. And literally within a minute of the second half, it was actually a fantastic, well-worked goal from open play. Ball comes over to Trossard, who I thought had another good game on the left-hand side starting for us, puts in a wicked ball, and it's great movement by Mikael Merino, who goes into the box with a first-time finish into the back of the net with his left foot. Kind of reminding me of like a Giroud/Van Persie finish with a kind of that left foot kind of volley into the back of the net. Very good goal, very good finish to make it 2-0 to Arsenal on the day. And I think that kind of was warranted, even though it's crazy. I didn't think we were at our best, but we were better than Slavia Prague. And you would expect that considering the golfing class between our players and theirs, even away from home. And yeah, I think we did enough in terms of kind of reserving our energy, not obviously playing too high intense towards the game. And remember, we had a game on Saturday, so not a lot of kind of respite or rest time between the two games. So it's very important to kind of keep everyone kind of fit and healthy and stuff like that. And then yeah, we made it 3-0 as well in the game, and brought in by Declan Rice, who I thought the keeper was going to come and collect, and it's a massive howl, I can't lie. Massive mistake by the keeper. Doesn't get the ball, and Mikael Merino goes up for the header and flicks it past the keeper into an empty net to make it 3-0. He gets 2 goals. He gets the Champions League brace, 2 goals of the season to make his overall tally 3, and it's 3-0 to Arsenal. And then after that, man, it was just about obviously getting minutes to players that needed the minutes. In Capier came off, who I thought was decent, and Timber came off, which I thought it was needed for Ben White and Lewis Skelly. And then big up Max Dowman, man. I gotta say, big up, 15 years of age. He becomes the youngest player ever to play in the Champions League. Came on as a substitute, 15 years of age, playing in the Champions League. What dreams are made of, man. So big up him, man. And he came on and he had an impact, man. He was winning free kicks. He was being direct as much as he could. So yeah, big him up, man. Hopefully it's the first of many. Ethan came off for Eze. Neither really had an impact on the game, really. I thought Ethan was pretty disappointing, to be honest with you. And yeah, that was kind of it, really. And Anus as well. He made his Champions League debut too, man. 17-year-old. Seen him play for the first time against Brighton last week in the Carabao Cup. He came on, and he's going to be needed for Sunderland, man. Gyökeres is not going to be available, or Martinelli, until after the international break. So he's now our second striker behind Marina, I'm assuming. So yeah, man, big him up for coming on and looking lively himself. Obviously, a bit of a scare in terms of Arsenal keeping their clean sheet record intact. The referee actually awarded a penalty when he thought Ben White fouled one of their players. But again, it was a VAR review, which obviously saw that Ben White did not make contact with the player. The player actually gets his leg. And yeah, it was overturned. And Arsenal actually kept a clean sheet. Their 8th in a row in all competitions, to make equal a club record from 1903, I think it is. Something in those kind of regions anyway. So yeah, fantastic. 10 wins in a row. 8 clean sheets, I think it is. Something like that. But yeah, crazy record, man. And yeah, big up everyone obviously involved, man. We just keep this going, bro. But yeah, fantastic. We look very resolute defensively again. And yeah, man, these kind of wins, again, away from home in the Champions League, no matter what opposition, again, we are a much better team than Slavia Prague. They've not won a game yet so far. But even so, man, you just got to get the job done. And with a depleted team, doing it without the likes of obviously Victor Gyökeres and Odegaard and Madueke and Martinelli and Jesus, all these kind of players. Yeah, I can't really complain, to be fair, because he wasn't our best team either. Do you know what I mean? No Zubimendi as well. I thought Norgard actually looked okay, to be fair, in there. So yeah, man, I'm happy with the performance. Got the job done. 3 goals away from home in the Champions League and a record-breaking clean sheet, man. Hopefully we can carry on. But yeah, make sure you guys like up the video, subscribe to the channel if you've not done it already. You guys let me know what you think about the game yourself, if you're happy with the obviously victory. It does obviously at time of recording make Arsenal top of the Champions League group as well with 12 points, winning 4 out of 4, conceding no goals as well in the Champions League, which is always good. The second and third team play each other as well. PSG versus Bayern Munich, so I have to wait and see how they get on too. So yeah, overall, very happy, man. No injuries that I've seen. We were able to kind of bring players off as well. And again, we kind of need everyone fit going into that, especially our defense, man, going into that Sunderland game. If you can, and listen, with our defense and how our defensive structure is at the minute, if you can keep that structure, you know, the maximum we're going to concede, and at the minute we're not conceding any goals. Obviously, it's going to come to an end at some stage, but if we can keep that very kind of resolute and restricted and disciplined, it means that we only really need to score 1 or 2 goals, maybe even 1, to kind of get the victory. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But yeah, that's been your boy Tops. It's been another review. Until next time, people, don't hate to play at the game. And until next time, I am out. Peace and